You chose to explore it to gain experience. But you should know. You should know it's always like that. It does not happen that you can choose the version that is not the best. There is no such thing. This, by definition, cannot be. It's like saying to you right now that, I don't know, if you jump, you will remain hanging in the air forever. No, you will definitely land back on Earth. So you don't have to worry about it, because it's pointless. You need to understand once again that this is a meaningless belief, that to believe that I can be at least once, not in the best version of myself, not in the best place where I could be. Dissatisfaction with yourself, you immediately expect beliefs, your faith, a belief system, that tells you that you are missing something. You have too much faith in the flaw. Therefore, you are dissatisfied with yourself because you think that something is not enough for you. But once again, if you look at it all from a great perspective, yes, this is the choice that you made. What exactly? Specifically, what are you tired of? If only you would. It's good if you're sick of it, if you're already sick of it. If this is really happening, why are you holding on to it? What's the point of believing in a flaw? What's the point? In order to let go of this belief, you have to get to the point where, at the moment when it becomes meaningless for you to continue to believe in it, as long as you believe in it, you continue to believe, it means that you have a meaning for you. So what's the point of believing in a flaw? Or you cannot lie down and do something. You have to understand that the fifth law. It seems to you that you will find yourself in that situation or in those circumstances, in that reality, where nothing will change, where you just lie down and lie down. This doesn't happen. You have to understand that this does not happen. Even when you had it, it changed. Because this is the fifth law, changes. Whatever happens, it won't always happen. Will that change? No matter what happens, so you don't have to worry about it. And when you are in the feeling with your unconditional joy, you will move more and more in the direction of change, and changes will begin to occur even more. You have to be aware that wasting time is a process. But the more you enjoy the process, the faster it happens. From what and why you should have. And why were you lying down? Why didn't you do anything? Because you had money. This confirms to you that it does not matter whether you have this money or not. They don't make you happy. They don't make you unhappy. They don't affect anything at all. You have money. You can be both depressed and not depressed. So it doesn't matter. You already have this confirmation. You already have confirmation of this, which it is. So, in the matter of abundance, you don't need to stumble about it, you don't need to think about it, how it will happen, where it will come from. And the next moment, this has never happened to you. If something is not happening to you here now, it means that it has never happened to you. And what are you afraid to let go of? And what kind of tension is this? You have to understand that, once again, the first thing that needs to change is your reaction to the same situation of circumstances. You don't have to stop doing what you're doing. You have to start reacting to it in a different way. If you have this tension that you're talking about when you're just trying to keep everything under control, then the first thing that needs to change. And so you have to react differently to it, to what you're doing. It is not your actions that should change in the first place, but your reaction to what is happening, to the actions that you are doing. As soon as they change in a positive direction, yes, then you will begin to get more and more positive from these actions, from these situations, from these circumstances. You don't have to stop doing what you're doing. You don't have to lie down on the sofa, do nothing. It shouldn't happen to you that you don't have any business. Your reaction to what is happening in the here-now moment should change. You have to react to it in a different way. You say that you are already tired of it. But this is a negative reaction. What you think, what you track, you see behind you, that I really have a sphere, a flaw. From there with uncertainty, there is no sense of freedom. I can't show love and blah 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 blah. Then what is your reaction to this? Negative reaction. There should be a positive reaction. And the negative reaction from where? Why the negative reaction? So it's magical. It's magical that you have a negative belief because it allowed you to explore it, allowed you to get this experience. You have to accept that you are the perfect version. Now, if it were necessary to create a version that is always dissatisfied with something, that feels insecure, that feels lacking, then, if you need to create such a creature, then how would you make it? So that it was perfect straight. You created yourself. Your task was to create such a person, to create such a version. You did an excellent job with her. So why not be happy for yourself that you were able to do it? You must understand that it is impossible to understand the whole universe, trying to look for meaning in everything, right? It's illogical, because it's too big to fit in your head. And so you have a question, why did I do it? It doesn't matter. It's not necessary to see the point. Why did you do it? Why did you create such a version? And that's why don't you just definitely be happy about it? You think you can't be happy without a reason, right? There should be a good reason to be happy, but you can suffer for no reason. But why not be happy for yourself, for no reason that you did it? And if you had the task to create the version that will faithfully believe in the lack, that it is not enough for something. And here you are. And so you made this version. So be happy for yourself. The first thing that needs to change is your reaction to the same situation, circumstances, because you reacted negatively before. Well, I have this conviction again. What a horror, what should I do again? And by doing this, you strengthen your presence there. But, as soon as your reaction to the same situations and circumstances changes, everything quickly begins to change.